Productivity is just doing more of what matters to you. So this isn't about dragging yourself through these horrible days where you're just grinding out a bunch of work that means nothing to you, or dragging yourself to the gym to do some workout that you saw online that really sucks and you don't even really know why you're doing it, but you just feel like you should be working out because everyone says that you need to be working out. Like, let all of that go. Take a deep breath. Let it go. And say it with me. Productivity is doing more of what matters to me. So you have to know yourself. In order to really be a productive person, you need to know yourself, and you need to be willing to prioritize the things that matter to you. And that is true with healthy habits, that is true with your career, that is true in all aspects of life, your finances. Whenever you want to be productive, aka do more of what matters to you, you gotta know yourself. You gotta have self-awareness. A lot of people get impressed by me because I put out a lot of free content online. I put out short form videos nearly every day. I put out these YouTube videos every week. I put out podcast episodes multiple times a week. And I'll be in like conversations with people and they're like, how do you do all of that and then still see your clients and like run your business and do all that stuff too? And I have the self-awareness to know how much it matters to me that I put out this free content for people, and how much it matters to me that I run my business. And because I'm aware that both of those things matter so much, I find time to do all of it, and I find ways to make those two things connect to each other so that it feels like synergistic and flowy and beautiful. And I want you to also just think, as you're thinking about productivity, is how can you connect various things that matter to you and get more done in one fell swoop. Like if I'm making a podcast episode, but in that podcast episode I'm telling you about my coaching program, and then you're listening to my free content, but then you're also considering hiring me, then now my free content, which is something I love to do, is connected to my business, which is something that I love to do. And now I am doing one thing that accomplishes two goals, and that is me being productive. So I also want you to think about that. How can you connect multiple priorities so that you can take one action and accomplish multiple goals? So these are just some things to get your juices flowing, but let's actually sink into some tips for how to be more productive. The first thing that we need to talk about is discipline. Discipline comes up all the time. If you Google like self-help YouTuber, productivity YouTubers, there's always someone talking about discipline. That quote on Pinterest that says discipline is the highest form of self-love. I honestly really believe in that. I do believe we have to be disciplined. We have to be willing to show up consistently and repeatedly, even when we don't feel like it, even when it's hard. I think about it as you're going to be there rain or shine. You're going to show up rain or shine. I coach a lot of spiritual business owners, and last year I was doing a lot of coaching on showing up online because that's something that I do quite prolifically. And so I always say, like, I'm going to be there rain or shine. I'm going to do this no matter what. And that is my discipline. But sometimes I am faking it because I will sit and record a bunch of content. Like literally last week I recorded 45 or 43 short form videos, and they're going to go out over the course of several weeks. But I did all of that in 1 week, and that is my discipline because I will be there rain or shine, but I did not actually show up and film every single day. And so discipline is not so much about how can you get yourself to do the most all the time, but sometimes it's easier to think about it in terms of what is the result that I want to create, and what is the best way for me to create that result? Again, the self-awareness. So sometimes it can be that you can, simulate discipline when really it's like, I'm just going to focus really hard for a period of time, and then I'm going to not film content for until 2 months from now, and that's okay because I'm focusing on it right now. Sometimes that's it. And there's an idea that comes to you that's like, oh, it's not necessarily that I need to be super rigid and do this every day. It's that I just need a system that makes the result happen whether I'm there or not. And sometimes you actually do need to do it every day. Being healthy and working out is a really good example of this. You can't like work out for 7 days straight and then all of a sudden you stop working out. You have to work out consistently. And so if you need to do something, actually you need to do it consistently. Working out is a really good example. If you must do it consistently, then you actually do need to connect to a very strong reason for why it matters to you to do this thing every day. And that is what's going to help you stay disciplined. So it's not about forcing yourself to do something and overriding your emotions and just like pushing yourself in a way that doesn't feel good, but it's reminding yourself like, why do I want to do this? This matters to me because this thing that I really don't feel like doing matters to me because, and so I'm going to do it anyway because it matters to me. And you have to be very aware of why it matters to you. And as you reflect on why it matters to you, it will be easier to show up. Another thing that helps me as well is getting inspired by other people who are doing things similar to me, and that helps normalize it. I am the only person I know in my day-to-day, like in-person life that has a career like mine. Most of the people I know get up and go to a job or go to school or go somewhere to fulfill their career. I work for myself and I work from home mostly, or sometimes I'll go to the coffee shop or the library, but I don't have like a location to report to every day. So sometimes I wake up, my alarm goes off, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like not motivated, and there's no external reason why I have to get up. And so what I will do is I'll put on a vlog of someone else who has a job similar to me, someone who runs their own business, someone who does content for a living or content as part of their job, someone who works from home. I'll put on a vlog and I'll see them doing it, and it will normalize it to myself, remind myself that it is normal. And then as I've reminded myself that it's normal, then it's easier for me to do. As I've reminded myself that it's normal, then it becomes easier for me to do. But I use kind of that like body doubling effect of watching a vlog of someone doing the thing that I'm about to go do, and that will kind of motivate me and inspire me to go do it. That works about 80 to 90% of the time, and sometimes it doesn't work, and that's when I have to fall back on, this matters to me because I want to do this today, because even if it's uncomfortable, even if I don't feel like it, again with working out, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to, but it matters to me. It matters to me on a deeper level, and I am more invested in the why than I am in my temporary discomfort that I'm going to have to feel in that like 10 minutes between when I get out of bed and when I actually like work out, because I work out in my home. I don't go anywhere to work out. So it's like the 10 minutes it's going to take me to put on workout clothes and do my workout, that little bit will feel uncomfortable. But then once I'm doing the workout, it's fine. I'm already doing it. And then I'm already proud of myself that I've done it. And then I'm feeling better. So I can get myself through that little hump by knowing why I want to do this in the first place. And finally, I have to say that one of the best ways to be productive is to have a routine. So when you have a routine, it's not like you have to talk yourself into doing something over and over and over. You've already kind of decided, in the morning I do this, in the evening I do this, and I naturally move myself towards my goals all throughout the day, right? So routines are amazing, and I have an entire video about how to build routines and how to be consistent with your routines, so that is another really good place to go, and I'll link that down in the description so you can check it out right after this one, because routines are going to be an amazing productivity hack for you. Okay, so this has been a little crash course on how to be productive, how to stay disciplined, how to motivate yourself, and really how to just support yourself in showing up in the way that you know you need to in order to get the results that you want in your life. If you want more support on this, I have actually put together an entire guide on habits, routines, and productivity, and it is designed to get you showing up in the world as your future self consistently so that you can create the changes that you want to see. So that guide is completely free, and I'm going to link it down in the description below. I also have to say that I am a life coach. I do this work with clients all the time, and if you are curious about what it would be like to have me in your corner supporting you as you change your life, then let's talk about it. I have free consultations open, and that is a session where we get to know each other and we discuss whether or not it's a good fit for us to work together. I love doing these, and you can book one down in the description below. And then finally, if you've made it to the end of this video, I have to tell you that I have a podcast with over 150 episodes. It's called the U 2.0 podcast, and it is all about changing your life and changing yourself. And so if you want to learn more from me, if you love my energy and you just want to take me on walks and in the car and when you're cooking and doing all the things, if you just want me in the background of your life, go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and type in U 2.0, and you will find me and over 150 episodes just like this, where I am cheering you on or helping you identify what's going on beneath the surface and just supporting you on your journey of transformation. Okay, I love you very much, and I will talk to you again soon in another video. Mwah. Take care.